everyone, so today we are going to be doing a big Oakcha Perfume video. I took advantage of some of their sales that they have going on and I picked up several new perfumes. Yes, I've got a lot of perfumes, but I love perfume and I use it like every day. So we have a few new perfumes from a line that I have already reviewed, which was the Candy collection. They added like 3 new fragrances to that line, so I definitely wanted to pick these up and see what they are like. And they also added a new line, and this one is the Gourmand Creme collection. So I was so intrigued on wanting to try all of these new fragrances, so I'm gonna go through, let you guys know what I think about them, whether I'd recommend them or not. If they smell like anything I already have, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know all of the notes and all of the prices as well. But before we get started, if you would like to try anything from Oakcha, I do have a discount code below. You can get a percentage off of your order, and I do earn a small commission from it. So if you choose to shop with my links or code, thank you so much for supporting my channel. So first things first, I do want to say a lot of the time Oakcha does do little sampler collections for their new collections. However, they didn't do one for the Gourmand Creme collection. At least it's not up now, and there's only 4 fragrances currently. I think they typically do like 5 or 6 samples in their sampler sets. So anytime they have the sampler sets, I always go for those first because I think it's like $12 or $13 for it. You get to sample all the fragrances and you don't have to commit to like a blind buy perfume. So I know there's plenty of times where I have purchased a fragrance on a blind buy and ended up not liking it. So I always love doing the samplers whenever they have those available, because you also get, I think it's like the price of the sampler, you get that towards your next purchase, which is like great. It's like getting to try everything out and you're not really like losing any money. However, they did not have that available at the time that I was purchasing. I don't know if they are going to do a sampler set or not. I thought maybe they wouldn't because there were only 4 fragrances so far. Maybe they're going to expand this later and do a sampler. I don't know. So I did end up doing some blind buys for these. But the other great thing about Oakcha is that they will let you do a return. So if you do end up getting a fragrance that you just don't vibe with, I think that you have like a 30-day return window. So that is definitely really awesome, because honestly, you might even like the perfume right away, but once you like try it out and wear it and like it mixes with your body chemistry, sometimes it can change. So I like that they do have a really good return policy. All right, so starting off, let's go ahead and talk about all of the perfumes that I got. I will put on screen right now what sales they currently have going, because I don't know if the sale that I took advantage of is still going to be going or not. I'll also let you know the regular price of the fragrances and the prices that I paid for it. So we've got a lot of fragrances to get to, so let's go ahead and get into it. So with my order, they sent me a little free travel atomizer perfume. This is one I think that you can like refill it from any regular perfume, so I just chose the white color. I really liked that one. And I just love how like nice and clean it looks, and you twist it up like that and that brings up the little sprayer. So I think that's really, really cool. I like this a lot. All right, so starting off, I think we're gonna do the Candy collection extension perfumes, because there's 3 of those and I've got 4 of the Gourmand Creme. And I have to say, I think they added a couple more to the regular Gourmand one as well. I ended up skipping on those 2, but maybe in the future I'll pick those up. All right, so starting off with the first one here, this one I think might be the first one that they expanded with the collection, and this one is called Cotton Clouds. By name alone, I kind of feel like this one totally like has my vibes all over it. All right, so let me check my notes for this one. So we have Cotton Clouds. The regular price for this one is $43.95. With the discount, I paid $30.07 for this one. And it says that this one is inspired by cotton candy. I love cotton candy scents and fragrances, so I definitely think I'm probably gonna like this one. The scent family for this one is Floral Fruity Gourmand. And it says that this one, the intensity scale is powerful. And for the notes for this one, it says top notes are strawberry puree, Italian lemon, apple skin, nectarine blossom. Middle notes are marshmallow, coconut cream, orange flower. And base notes are whipped vanilla cream, sugared berry, and amber musk. That sounds like so many delicious things. Let's go ahead and do a little spritz. I'm gonna have to do it on these like little paper cards because honestly I cannot spray 7 perfumes all over my body. I'm gonna be ridiculous. So we're gonna do little like tester strips. So this one, Cotton Clouds, let's go ahead and spray. Let's give it that, oh my God, I can already smell it. This one smells so good already. All right, let's give that one just a minute to kind of air out. This one, first smell, this is amazing. This smells really, really good. It smells to me like a cotton candy, sugary, kind of like a hard candy, watermelony, Jolly Rancher cotton candy meets a little bit of like a pink sugar. Very, very delicious. This is 100% right up my alley. Let me see what I'm specifically picking up on. Okay, the strawberry puree I'm definitely getting has like that fresh, like natural strawberry smell. Very delicious. Marshmallow, absolutely. I'm not really getting much of the coconut cream. Whipped vanilla cream, definitely. The sugared berry kind of smell, I think I'm definitely getting that, like that and the strawberry together. I'm not really picking up on the apple very much or the nectarine, but I do think I'm getting a little bit of like that Italian lemon. It kind of gives it like a little, like a sharp, sweet kind of vibe, but it's definitely overall way more like just sugary, sweet kind of smell. I'm not really picking up too much of the amber musk though. I feel like that would kind of give it a little bit of more of like a heavy weightiness to it, but I'm not really getting that. This one definitely has more of like that lighter, kind of airier kind of scent. It does have a little bit more of a juvenile type of scent, but I don't think it smells like cheap at all. Like it doesn't smell like a little kid body spray, but it does go very sweet, very sugary, very like fruity. I am not really getting much floral at all, but this one is definitely a total yes for me. If you are into sweet, sugary, pink sugar type perfumes, this one I think has a little bit more fruitiness than like a pink sugar, but this is an absolute yes for me. I'm so glad I bought this perfume. This one is really, really good. So if you are into those kinds of scents, I think you'll really enjoy this one. Cotton candy, you know, if that is an automatic no for you, stay far away from this one. But if you like that sweet, sugary, fruity kind of candy smell, yes, absolutely. All right, moving on to the next one we have. This one is called Dr. Queen. I really like the name of that one because I think it's gonna be like a Dr. Pepper kind of scent, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that one, but I'm gonna reserve my judgment until I smell this one. Okay, so referring to my notes, the full price for this one, it is $35.95, so it's a little bit cheaper than the last one. I'm not sure why. And this one I actually got for free because I bought like a certain amount of perfumes. You'd get like a free perfume, so that was my free one. This one says it is inspired by cherry cola, and the scent family is amber, fruity, spice. So for the top notes, we have cherry, orange, lemon, and ginger. Middle notes are anise, clove, and cinnamon. And base notes are amber, vetiver, sandalwood, vanilla, and musk. So I definitely think we're gonna have a bit of like a cola, Dr. Pepper kind of smell here. So let's go ahead and do a little spray. Okay, let's give that one a minute to air out. All right, here we go. Ooh, very spicy. Yeah, very spicy. Whew, this one's a little bit of a heavier kind of fragrance. It almost tickles my nose a little bit, like smelling it directly. Okay, spicy, absolutely. Like the clove, what am I smelling? The clove, the cinnamon, and the anise, definitely. I'm totally picking that up. Trying to see what fruity notes I'm getting. I think I am picking up a little bit of the cherry, but to me, it almost smells a little bit more like a black cherry, where it's like a little deeper, a little heavier, a little richer than like a super sweet, like artificial cherry. Ginger, absolutely. That's another one of those kind of spicier notes I'm getting, and I do think I'm getting a little bit of the lemon as well. And then like for the base notes, I don't remember exactly what vetiver smells like. I feel like I need to like calibrate my brain's like scent knowledge, but I'm not sure what vetiver is. But the amber, definitely. Sandalwood, definitely. I'm getting a little hint of the vanilla that kind of makes it sweet, and then definitely musk. Like definitely musk, definitely sandalwood. This one is a spicy, warm, kind of a heavier scent. I will say this one definitely for me leans a little bit more, well, a lot more to like an evening perfume, and definitely one that I think could be a little bit more on the polarizing side because it is a very prominent smell. I don't think it's bad, but is it something that I would wear? I don't think I would necessarily. It is like a heavier kind of scent. I would say you would want to go very sparingly with this perfume because it envelops you in a scent. And if you are someone who is like very sensitive to perfume scents, I think this one would be very, very strong for a lot of people. So I would definitely have to be very picky choosy on when I wear this scent. I honestly probably wouldn't want to wear this like around like a crowd of people, or if I was like going to the theater or something and I'm gonna be sitting around a lot of strangers. I definitely see how this perfume could be a little bit more on the overbearing side. However, I do think it's a really nice smelling perfume, but for me personally, I just don't think it aligns a whole lot with my personal like fragrance profile that I love, but I do think it smells nice. I just don't think this one is for me. This is like a fragrance, if like I wanted to wear it though, I would probably like, if I knew I wanted to wear it at night, I would probably spray it on me in the morning and like not reapply it. So it's a little more subtle by the evening time. That one definitely has a lot of kick to it. Very spicy, very warm, very heavy, I will say. Whew, I feel like I almost need to like clear my senses from that one. That one is intense. All right, this next one I am very intrigued by because this one is a very trendy thing at the moment. This one is called Dubai Coca Pista. So if you didn't guess, this one is definitely going to be like a Dubai chocolate kind of thing. So for this one, regular price is $38.95. With my discount, I paid $27.27 for this one. It is of course inspired by Dubai chocolate, and it says that the scent family for this one is gourmand, sweet, and nutty. The top notes are bergamot, milk, cacao. Middle notes are sandalwood, creamy toffee, and pistachio. Base notes are vanilla, sugared musk, and salted caramel. Oh, this one definitely sounds totally up my alley with all of those notes. So let's go ahead and do a little spritz. I can still smell that Dr. Queen one, so let's go ahead and spray that one. Oop, I missed it. I missed the tester strip. Okay, let's do a snip for this one. Ooh, this one's kind of different than what I was expecting. Maybe it's just like that Dr. Queen that's really kind of like taking over, but this one's a little more subtle than I was expecting. Let me see what I'm picking up on this one. Okay, this one I actually had to spray on my wrist and really like kind of rub it around to get a good idea. I feel like I just wasn't getting an accurate read of this one from the tester strip. Okay, so what am I picking up on? This one definitely has a milkier kind of smell to it. And this one also says cacao. That is what I'm picking up on too. It's kind of like that, almost like a bittery chocolate, like a not like a milk chocolate kind of scent. Like it has a little bit more of like that sharp bitterness to it. I feel like I'm picking up just a little bit on the pistachio, but it's not as prominent as I would have liked. And then I am getting a little bit of like the salted caramel as well. I feel like I'm not really getting very much of the creamy toffee, and I feel like I'm not really getting the sugared musk as much. And bergamot, I don't think I'm getting at all. Correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that like a citrusy, like orangey kind of smell? I am not picking up on the orangey bergamot smell at all. This one's definitely a lot subtler than I was expecting. I thought this one would have like a very strong kind of scent to it, but to me, this one's definitely a little bit more subdued. I almost wish it was a little bit sweeter. I feel like the milk, the cacao, and the caramel are the three notes that are really sticking out to me, but I feel like I wish it was just a little bit more strong. So I definitely think I'm gonna have to play around with that one a little bit more. I just feel like this one isn't quite there enough. To me, it's almost like at a 65%, and I'm wanting it more of like an 85%. I feel like if there was a little bit more of a stronger chocolate kind of scent, I feel like that would have really brought the Dubai Cocoa Pista kind of vibe to me more. So this one, I'm not quite sure on this one yet. I feel like I just need to play around with it more, wear it for a day, and see what I think about it. But for me right now, I'm kind of on the fence on this one. I just wish it was a little bit sweeter, a little more chocolatey. Okay, I really gotta kick it up a notch because we have 4 more fragrances to go through and I'm on a time crunch. So moving on, we have the Gourmand Creme collection, and I love this color that they chose for this collection, this like powder blue. So pretty. So the first one we have here, this one is called Vanilla Glaze. So this one is regularly $42.95. I paid $30.07 for this one. It says it is inspired by vanilla milk, and the scent family is Gourmand Vanilla Caramel. For the top notes, we have bergamot, milk, spun sugar. We have the heart notes are sandalwood, creamy toffee. Base notes are frosted vanilla, caramel cream, and musk. So this one I think is definitely going to be a very milky kind of scent, obviously, and like a very light, sweet, and creamy kind of vibe. So let's go ahead and spray this one. All right, let's give that one a minute to air out. I love the color of this bottle. This is so pretty. This is like my favorite shade of blue. All right, let's give this one a smell. Ooh, this one's really nice. I really like this one. This one I think is a really nice, kind of like a subtle fragrance. It does have like the vanilla, sweet and creamy kind of vibes to it, but it's not an overwhelming perfume at all. I feel like this one kind of gives me like a clean vanilla vibes, if that makes sense. Like a out of the shower, clean skin with like just the hint of a sweet, powdery, not even powdery, but like a creamy kind of smell. Milk, I'm absolutely getting. The creamy toffee, I'm getting. Frosted vanilla, it's a very subtle frosted vanilla. It's not like a cracking open a can of like frosting or anything. The musk is there too. Caramel cream, I think I'm definitely getting that as well. Spun sugar, yes. Really the only two notes I don't really feel like I'm picking up on, once again, the bergamot scent. I just do not feel like I'm getting much of like a citrusy kind of vibe from that at all. And I don't really feel like I'm picking up on the sandalwood either. I feel like that one really tends to kind of make something feel very warm and like woodsy and give it a little bit more of like a depth to it. I really don't feel like I'm picking up on that note. This one does have a really lovely subtle vanilla scent. I feel like if you like vanilla but you don't want to smell like a birthday cake, this is a really good option because it just has that light creamy kind of scent to it. I feel like it gives you a really nice balance between subtle and sweet gourmand. And the caramel cream does give it just the ever so slightly bit of like a rich butteriness almost, but like nothing too crazy. Don't think you're gonna smell like a batch of buttered popcorn, but it does give you that caramely, buttery, rich kind of vibe to it. This one is one I do really like. And if you are more into like a subtle vanilla vibe, I think this one is a good option. All right, moving on. We have the next one, which is called Milky Bloom. This one I definitely think is going to be a little bit of an interesting one. This one regularly priced $42.95. I paid $30.07 for this one. This one is inspired by vanilla ice cream, and the scent family for this one is Amber Gourmand Vanilla. For top notes, we have Petit Grain, we have Pink Pepper, and we have Milk. Middle notes are Rose, Jasmine, and Neroli. Base notes are Vanilla Ice Cream, Benzoin, Cashmere Woods, and Musk. So I feel like this one's going to be a little bit more on the floral side. Let's go ahead and spray. Give that one a minute to kind of air out. Ooh, I can already smell this one. This one is a little bit different than I was expecting. Okay, let's go ahead and smell this one. Okay, this one's really, I'm digging this one. This one's gonna be a little bit harder for me to pick out the notes that I'm smelling. Honestly, the Petite Grain, I have no idea what that smells like. I cannot help you there. The Pink Pepper, I'm not really getting any peppery notes to this one. Milk, absolutely I am. To be honest, I'm not really picking up on the rose very much. I feel like as far as the florals go, I'm getting a little bit more of the neroli and the jasmine, but rose, I would never have picked a rose out of here. Vanilla ice cream, yes. Once again, I don't know what benzoin is. Once again, let me know. Cashmere Woods, okay, that's kind of the note that I wasn't quite sure and I'm really picking up on. That one I'm definitely smelling. And the musk is a little bit on the lighter side as far as musks go, but I'm definitely smelling that one as well. So that is the best I can pick out as far as the notes go. Now let me kind of like process this and put it into my own vibes. So to me, this smells like a clean vanilla warm blanket that like you're cuddled up on the couch and it's like a sweet vanilla, but the cashmere kind of gives it that fabricy warm, like soft smell. This is another one that I feel like can lean a little bit more towards like a linen-y clean vanilla kind of smell. I definitely like this one. It's a little bit different than what I would go for as far as like a vanilla kind of smell, but if you like a cashmere kind of fabricy vanilla, this one, that is the best way I can describe this one, with like a hint of like a fabric softener, like an ambery fabric softener. That's the best I can do for this one. I do think it's a really nice smell. I would definitely wear this one and try it out. It's definitely a little bit different from my typical gourmand sweet kind of vanilla fragrances, but this one I'm definitely open to trying out. All right, moving on to the next one. We have, this one's called Steamed Milk. Regular price for this one is $42.95. This one says the scent family is Amber Gourmand Floral. We have the top notes, which is pink peppercorn, coconut, and mandarin. Middle notes are delicate muguet, plum, jasmine petals, and the base notes are sandalwood, vanilla milk, caramel, amber, and musk. I love the name of this one. I'm really excited to see what it's gonna smell like. So let's go ahead and spray. And we'll give that a second to air out. Okay, let's smell. Immediately, yes. Immediately, yes. I have to say, I'm so surprised at how different all of these like vanilla milk kind of perfumes have all smelled. They have all been so far distinctly different for me, and I thought they were gonna all kind of like smell similar, especially with a lot of them having the milk, having like vanilla, caramel, ambers, and musks. I mean, that's a lot of notes we're seeing over and over, but these really do have a different kind of smell from each one. Okay, what am I picking up on? This one, I am definitely getting a little bit of that pink peppercorn. It's got a little bit of that like spice to it, but it's not overwhelming. It's very soft kind of spice. I'm maybe getting a little bit of the coconut, but it's not really in the forefront. Mandarin, I'm definitely getting mandarin. It's giving it that little bit of like a sweet, juicy citrus, but it's not super sharp. I feel like mandarin's a little bit more of like a softer kind of citrus. I feel like delicate muguet, that might be one of the like sneaky ones in here that I'm not quite sure what it smells like, but it does give it a little bit of like a creamy vibe. Plum and jasmine, I love a plum and jasmine duo. I feel like it gives it that really like juiciness from the plum and then the soft edge from the jasmine. That is a really, really nice combo. I'm getting a little bit of the sandalwood. I'm definitely getting some of the vanilla milk. I feel like I'm not getting the caramel in here at all though. This one does not give me caramel. And then amber and the musk notes, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of that, but I feel like I'm getting more of the sandalwood than the musk. But for me, the notes I'm definitely picking up on, the pink peppercorn, the plum, the jasmine, those are so nice. Yes, this is a yes for me. I would absolutely wear this one all the time. Once again, it's different. It's like a different twist on like the sweet, sugary, gourmand fragrances. But that plum is so good. The plum and the jasmine really are the star notes for me in this one. Almost the vanilla is a little bit secondary too. Like I feel like the plum is just really, really coming through. Yeah, this one's definitely a really good one. I am so glad that I got this one. I feel like the name is a little bit different than what I was expecting this fragrance to smell like, but this one's a winner for me for sure. All right, and finally to wrap this one up with the final fragrance, we have the last one, which is called Milk Skin. Once again, regular price for this one, $42.95. I paid $30.07 for this one. This one says it's inspired by pure warm milk. The scent family is gourmand, vanilla, floral, and top notes are mandarin, almond, warm milk. Heart notes are white flowers, creamy vanilla, and base notes are amber, skin musk, and sweet cream. So this one feels like it's going to be a little bit more on like the kind of like clean vanilla vibes again. So let's go ahead and do a little spritz and air that one out. All right, and let's see what that one smells like. Let me give that one a minute. I feel like this is another one I need to spray onto my skin. Let me do that one on the back of my hand. Let me do kind of like a little isolated one here. Sometimes I feel like certain fragrances just do not come off the same on the paper. Oh yeah, this one smells way different than it smelled just on the tester. Okay, what am I picking up on? Okay, warm milk, I'm definitely getting that milky vibe. I'm getting a little bit of the almond as well. I was really glad to see that this one had almond because I do love that kind of scent. It's giving it like a little bit of that like nutty, sweet kind of vibe. I am not picking up on mandarin at all in this one. I feel like I'm not really getting the white flowers either. This one doesn't smell particularly floral to me. Creamy vanilla, I'm getting that. Sweet cream, I guess I'm kind of getting that too. Skin musk is what I feel like I'm really picking up on though. I feel like it's like a clean skin, like not in a soapy way, but just kind of like a clean, like almost like a clean baby. That's another really nice one, but I'm not picking up on the florals at all. To me, I would not call this a floral fragrance. It's not floral and it's not fruity to me either. This one gives me like a warm vanilla nutty scent. That's what I would call this one, like creamy and nutty. It's definitely a good one though. Yeah, I really like this one. This is another one of those a little bit more on the subtler kind of vanilla side. So if you don't want to smell like a birthday cake, I feel like this is another really good one that has that almond, has the creams and the vanillas. This one, yeah, this one just has a really nice sophisticated smell to it. So another really good one. Alright guys, so honestly, as far as like all of the Gourmand Creme scents go, I actually really liked all of those, and I feel like they all smell pretty distinctly different from each other. I feel like if I had to pick two that I think smell the most similar to each other, I feel like Vanilla Glaze and Milk Skin are a little bit more kind of similar scents, but I do think they have their slight subtle differences, but I do think these are the most similar out of all of the ones from the Gourmand Creme line. And then as far as the candy line, for me, the Cotton Clouds is an absolute yes. I love that one so much. I do have to say, I do have a little bit of reservations between these two. This one was the Dr. Queen. This one is just so intense and so heavy. I feel like this one could be a very polarizing one. So I would say if they do offer like a way to sample this one, I would probably do that before committing to this fragrance because it's a heavy one. And then I feel like I just need to play with the Dubai Cocoa Pista one a little bit more. I feel like I just wanted it to have a little bit more of like that chocolatey, almost like a Nutella pistachio kind of scent to it. So I feel like this one let me down just a little bit, so I'm really on the fence, but I just have to play around with this one a little bit more before I give my like final thoughts on this one. So these are the two that I'm kind of on the fence for, but as far as all of the other ones go, I really enjoyed all of them, and I can totally see myself playing with those and trying them out and really seeing which ones like kind of rise to the top for me. But I feel like all of those other ones have really good odds for that. And once again, if you would like to try any of these perfumes from Oakcha and you would like a discount off your order, here is my discount code. Thank you so much if you choose to shop with my links. It really helps support my channel, so thank you so much. Alright guys, well I have got to run, so that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on social media, links are below, and until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.